these are some questions. It's a YouTube tag, like a booktuber tag that's been going on for years. Of course, I do need to bring up my story graph because I need to be able to see the books I read. Might be best to look at my what I rated things, like look at my stats. I can kind of get an idea of what I think my favorite books are. So here are my star ratings. Lots of 3 stars. So 3 stars to me isn't bad. Like 3 stars is still a pretty decent book. I just thought it was okay. 4 stars, I loved it, and then like 5 stars, obviously, it's above and beyond. I love it. I would die for it, etc., etc. So I have one 5 star book for the year, and I think I know what it is. I think it's Monster. It is. There was another book I really loved, I think. Like that wasn't this, but this is amazing. Taiwan Travelogue. And I think this one is probably so far my favorite book of the year. I still think about this book right now. I think this book was just so clever. It was so creative. It did win the Booker Prize, which I was excited about because literally when I first read the long list of the Booker, International Booker of 2026, this was the book that stood out to me first. And so I'm excited that my first choice was the book that won. I think it deserved it. Best sequel I've read so far this year. I don't know if I read any sequels, to be honest. Let's check Storygraph. I really don't think there's been a sequel. Yeah, I have not read any sequels this year. So I guess we can skip that. Or we can count Monster, the Monster Volume 2 manga as a sequel. New release you haven't read yet but want to. Wait, there's so many? Oh, there's so many books I want, like new releases I want to read. The Tapestry of Fate is the second book to Amina Al-Sarafi. I love The Adventures of Amina Al-Sarafi. If you love a fantasy, if you love pirates, if you love middle-aged women, adventures, stories, like getting the gang back together type vibe, you will love Amina Al-Sarafi. It's so fun. Most anticipated release for the second half of the year. Ooh. You know what? Actually, this is the new book that's coming out this year. When is it coming out? I know it's near the end of the year, but this is my most anticipated read right now. Biggest disappointment? Yeah, I'm gonna have to say Japanese Gothic. I love like the time travel part of it. I thought that was really interesting. I loved our samurai character. I thought she was great. I would have preferred if the story was about her, to be honest. And then it did get a little creepy, but it was towards the end. And I wasn't really a fan of how it wrapped up. Gorgeous cover though. I'm obsessed with this cover in particular. This is the international cover. Okay, the next one was biggest surprise. You know what? I'm gonna go with She Who Remains. Because this is a book that was written like in a stream of conscious type of vibe, which I was like, oh, I don't know if I can read this. But I was like, let's just do it. I read it before bed. It's pretty short. I think I read it in like 2.5 hours. And I'm a slow reader. I think fast readers could probably finish this in like an hour. Yeah, I was not expecting, I was expecting to feel like lost and like not being able to keep up with the story. But this is so beautifully written. It's very poetic. Next is favorite new author debut or new to you. So many. Again, like I think I read so many new authors this year, like new to me authors. I'm gonna say Ray Gianna Rashad, who wrote The Blueprint. This was her debut novel, so I think it fits. New fictional crush. Oh, that's interesting. That's so interesting. When people say they have like book crushes or like book boyfriends, I'm like, I don't know if I relate to that. Newest favorite character? Actually, I think I'll go with our girl from The Blueprint, whose name I can't remember right now. Does it say? Solene. Book that made you cry. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think I had any tearjerkers this time around. Books that made you happy. Did I read any happy books? Ooh. I was hoping Wicked would make me happy. It just made me mad. I don't have any happy reads. I mean, when I read a good book, that makes me happy. Most beautiful book you've bought so far this year? It's gotta be Japanese Gothic. I also really love Local Heaven's cover. I got the aardvark um cover where it's like iridescent and pretty. What books do you need to read by the end of the year? Oh, what I need to read? Well, there's not I need to read, but I would like to have read everything that I put on my TBR. Um, oh, The Count of Monte Cristo. I'm supposed to read that. I was supposed to read that last year. I made a video last year in January about like reading my favorite movies, and The Count of Monte Cristo was on there because I originally read this book in French class in high school, and my original copy from when I was like 15, it's the abridged version. So maybe I should read this by the end of the year. I think I can do it, like if I just lock in. And the last question is favorite book community member, which I don't even know what this means. But I do have some favorite like book like content creators that I do like to check, like listen to or like read their reviews. I just love people who talk about books like they love them. You know what I mean? Like people who you can tell that they love to read and they love books, and you can feel that energy like through like the screen or like through the words that they write, and they just offer like such thoughtful commentary on everything that they read. Those are the kind of creators I like. Um so yeah. I'll probably do like a full wrap up of like all the books I read so far this year, but this is just a little tag I wanted to take part in.